Okay. We should be live on YouTube right now. Okay, good. YouTube, let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me. We're just going to get started here. Hey guys, how's it going? Good to have you here. Good to see you. Hello from Denmark. I can hear you. Sunny, Bunny, good to have you here. Sally, how's it going? Drew, Tizzer, L1GH, is that Light G30? Hey, how's it going? Reasons, Alice, Hugo, Kat the vegan, awesome. Alice in Numberland, ha, love it. Afternoon, Joshua, how's it going? What's going on? Okay, guys, cool. So we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna get stuck in right now. We're just gonna wait for a few people to come in here first. What we're talking about? We're talking about Article 13. For anybody listening in on the podcast right now, so I'm actually recording this for a podcast. We're talking about Article 13, which is a European Union initiative to cut down on copyright on the internet. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hey, what's going on? Can you go live on Instagram? No, if I go live on Instagram, it kills the feed. So let's talk about it. So Article 13, basically what this is there's a European initiative that basically wants to help overcome copyright issues on the internet, especially YouTube and places where people upload content. And the idea of this is that they want to cut down on the people using images and videos of people who are not licensing that image. So basically, if I use a piece of footage from a documentary from the BBC and the BBC never gave me a license for that, then I would be liable to, to have a copyright license for it, which is fine. Okay, so 1 second, guys. I'm just going to turn this. Okay, can you guys let me know if you guys can hear me a little bit better now? I'm turning the gain up on the microphone just so you guys have more of a more solid audio from me. Okay, cool. So, let's go back to Article 13. So basically, the idea is that the EU wanted to make Article 13, what's that? Okay, so anybody just joining, we're talking about Article 13, which is basically a copyright control from the EU, which is the European Union, to control copyright on the internet and basically cap down on anybody using footage or images on YouTube that they may not have a license for. And this is okay. I guess the idea is that if I make a piece of footage, and I like say I make a movie, and the movie goes out, and then somebody decides to take that movie and take snippets from it and put it on the internet, and they're not paying for a license for it, then you could say, oh well, they're not really getting. It's not the end. The Supreme, thanks, man, thank you. Millions of people would leave just like myself. This is my job, like many people's jobs. Yeah, exactly. This isn't my job, so that's what I'm talking about. So this is how it affects me. It's great in principle, the idea that it's going to protect people's copyright, but the problem with it is that it's going to create loopholes where creators won't be able to upload content and be creative with that content because they're going to be tied down by ifs and buts, if something is legal, if something is not. And the problem with actually getting the video uploaded initially may not work for the simple fact that you'll have to prove that you own copyright on that video, right? So this becomes a big issue where people like myself and the Supreme, who is just saying that it's his livelihood, it's my livelihood as well. Making videos for the internet is what I do, and I love doing it. It's my passion. I love helping people. I love educating people. I love, just getting that information out there and creating that content. Now, the problem I'm going to face is that if I can't upload content, then I won't be able to make a living, and I won't be able to do these things, and then we're going to lose this whole thread of what we've got going on right now, which is not what we want to do. So, what is the solution for this? Look, there are many solutions for it. Fighting it head on and staying on YouTube is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stay on YouTube, upload videos and stuff, and just make sure that we can keep uploading these videos. But what I need to do is connect to you guys, my audience, in a more direct way. Because if I can't reach you guys on YouTube, then how on earth are you guys going to get my content? So this is super important we have this chat. I'm going to give you guys some links. that you should really go and check out. So so these two links, these are the most important links. One is going to be the mailing list, and the other one's going to be Patreon. So I need direct contact with you guys. So if you all sign up to the mailing list, and then if you also sign up to the Patreon, look, Patreon is a way of funding this channel. So what I would do in this case is I would publish the videos on Patreon first before even going on YouTube, so that everybody who wants to get access to the Aspie World videos will actually get access to them beforehand. So, what I might start doing is just uploading directly to Patreon before I even put it on YouTube, so that everybody gets that. Okay, so that there's not going to be any confusion there. Also, my mailing list link, make sure to sign up to that, so then you get an email every single time that I'm going to upload a new video to whatever platform that I may be uploading to. If you're a YouTuber outside the EU, then you will lose all your EU fans. Yes, absolutely. Article 13 affects so many people. If Article 13 passes, that means a lot of sites will be blocked in Europe: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, etc. If you're in these, absolutely fine. So what happened is the Article 13 actually passed today. It actually came into play about 4 or 5 hours ago, and it's just crazy. So currently there are. So please check out Patreon. It's very, very cheap. Like, I think it's like $3 like a month or something that you like donate to me and the channel, and then I upload videos directly there. So you pay me like per video kind of thing. So it's really crazy. Like, I can't believe that this is happening. There are other ways that we're going to be able to try and do this. I'm also going to be uploading content on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. But again, there's no guarantee that these are safe from the horrible palms of Article 13. So I'm going to leave links to all those again here, just so that you guys have my other socials that I will be uploading the content to, so you can try and get it on there. But Patreon and my mailing list is going to be the best way we're going to be able to do this. So I'm apparently, it's going to take a bit of time before it actually comes into play, or something. The only thing that will ever slow down the EU is depriving them of money, funneling money to EU, drop like dogs. Trump, I can't believe men like him are the silver lining right now. The end is nigh. I know, absolutely. It's crazy. So what's going on basically, guys, if you've just joined us, we're talking about Article 13, and Article 13 is the European Copyright Initiative, which is one part of the whole thing, and it's of the directive to cut down on copyright piracy on the internet using platforms from content creators like YouTube who may be using it. Now look, guys, I get the idea. If I'm stealing like somebody's movie trailer and I'm putting it on as mine and I'm making money from it without actually paying for a license, I get it. Okay, that makes sense. But the problem I've got is that if I take a thumbs up PNG file from Google and I put it on my video to say, hey, give this video a thumbs up, bloop, they're going to be like, well, you didn't pay for the license for that, and how am I going to get, how are you going to get a license for something so like petty? I think it will affect the economy of YouTube, but since it's American-based, I think YouTube outside of the EU will be okay. It will. It's gonna. I don't really know, and this is another grey area. I don't know where it's gonna go. But the one thing I don't want to do is stop making content. That's what I'm never gonna do. So let's just get one thing straight. I'm not gonna stop making content, and I'm not gonna stop uploading. I am going to. Twitter tweeted about this, hoping to see a lot of people on here. Don't have many followers, but everyone. Yeah, so what I'm going to be, so for me specifically, if anyone's joining this and you don't know who I am, I'm an autistic YouTuber. I have Aspergers Syndrome, and I make content every single week on educating people about autism from like my point of view, etc., and just helping people generally improve their lives, get access to help and diagnosis for autism and stuff. So this is why it's important. My content, I feel, it's not just like prank videos or just goofing about. These videos I feel like are important to people, man, and I love doing this. I love that this is my job. I love being able to do this for you guys, because without this supporting me, I would never be able to do these videos. It's a kind of like it keeps itself propped up. Now, guys, shameless self-plug. If you're wondering what I'm wearing my new merch line. This is the Keep Being Awesome merch line. You can get it now in the store. You can actually get it from the Teaserly store underneath my videos here, or you can go to theaspieworld.com and buy them directly from there. Can someone make a quick summary? Right. The summary is basically this. Article 13 is coming, which is a copyright like directive from the EU, which basically means that they're going to try and clamp down on people uploading stuff that may have copyrighted material in there, or material they do not have a license for. But this could be anything, right? It could be a small piece of information. It could be even a GIF. Like, what are we going to do with GIFs, right? We don't own. Like, how many Friends GIFs do we use on a daily basis? I mean, like, let's go through this, okay? I like Ross from Friends slow clap is like my go-to, and Joey with all the Chandler's coats on is just like one of my go-to GIFs. Now, what they're going to do? They're going to block my tweets because I use a GIF of an image that was taken from a Warner Brothers TV show that I don't have a license for. You know, it's so difficult. I don't know how it's going to affect like the global economics of YouTube. I don't know how it's going to affect every creator. I mean, it's going to affect every single person because, look, let's put it this way. Everyone thinking that America's going to be okay because it's an American economy, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not going to happen because... oh, thank you so much for the donation. Just a little help. Joland Staper, that is amazing. Thank you so much. Super chat. God, you guys are amazing. Having a super chat, that really warms my heart. Thank you so much. It's old men who did it. Absolutely. It's people who don't know what the internet's about. And well, I'll tell you, look, they want to censor the internet. They don't like the freedom of speech we have. They want to make you pay big bucks to have access to say whatever you want on the internet. But by doing this, it's called controlled media. You can't control media end to end. They did this in China, and this is why it's a bad thing. So you can't have controlled media. They're trying to do it net neutrality in America. I know you may call me a conspiracy theorist, but Ed Snowden told us this was going to happen, and everything he said has been 100% correct. They don't want the freedom of the internet because if you have freedom of the internet, you can say what you want and you can expose ugly truths, and people who are just big moguls who are getting money at the top end will just absolutely just rake in all those benefits. You can't have it because it's crazy, right? Now, it's a grey area at the moment because it's highly controversial. They're saying at the moment that the Article 13 will only impact people who are uploading unlicensed content. But have a great live. I like to support everyone that's going into these issues. Have a good one. Thank you so much, The Supreme. You're awesome. I'll give you a subscribe, Supreme, because like you and I are both verified on here, which is quite cool. So, I mean, look, they're saying that it's only going to affect copyrighted channels, like copyrighted material on channels at the moment. But then again, what is the definition of a copyrighted channel, right? Like, how can it like? It just annoys me that like, how can you what are they going to say? They can change the goalpost. They can say it's this. They can say it's that. They can say anything they want because at the end of the day, they've passed a law that will kind of restrict you from doing certain things. Like, you're so right, Dan. Thank you. It's to make the rich richer and the poorer poorer, bloody Tories. Absolutely. It's crazy. And we have members in Parliament from the UK who voted for this. How can you cheat the system for Article 13? Look, there are ways around it. It's by creating content through platforms that you can control through monetization, which is basically what I'm saying here. Look, so anybody who's just watching this video for information, this is just for my fans only. I'm going to say this. You can. There's two things you need to do. Is one is sign up to my mailing list, and the other one is sign up to my Patreon at the $3 a month mark, because I will be releasing my videos on Patreon first before anywhere else, before even going on YouTube, because I want them to go out to the people who I want them to reach. You know, and it's just it's crazy. It's crazy. This article is so stupid. It is. And like, this is another thing, because it's a grey area, it will affect watching videos, yes. Anybody who is watching videos of creators in the UK, or the EU, should I say, the European Union, and anybody who is a fan in the European Union watching American content, this is going to impact everybody, because it's going to impact the people accessing the content. So let's put it this way: they brought in the GDPR copyright legislation where you have to explain, etc., etc. They didn't in America. So sometimes I go to websites that are in America talking about autism, and I can't access to these sites because the GDPR has blocked it because it wants to make sure it's safe and stuff like this. And it's like, what on earth? You can't censor the internet. So now they're doing the same with videos. They're going to be like, oh, you can't go there because they don't have a correct license. And what does this mean? You know what? YouTube are going to be held accountable for all licensed material that goes on there? I mean, this is just ridiculous. No, Ryan, you're amazing. Keep strong. They passed it with the rhetoric that it protects small creators, but only protects the content of the rich media. Sadly, it is. It's crazy. I mean, like, let's put it this way: if you if you want, say you want to talk, you're a news channel and you want to talk about news and you want to use a picture of somebody in the news or a piece of footage that you've got found in the news, you're not going to be able to do this. It's going to kill so many channels. Now, I'm very worried about this going forward. I want to make sure that everybody has access to my content. I don't want to lose any of you guys. You know, you guys are like my family. This is my entire livelihood. My life is built around YouTube and this channel, right? So, I want to make sure that you guys all have access to my content. The biggest thing you can do right now is sign up to my mailing list, and if you can support the channel through Patreon, sign up to Patreon from as little as $1 a month. You know, I can't stress how important it is, because we may lose access to each other. You know, we may get disconnected from each other. You may not be able to access my stuff unless you've got my mailing list email in there. You're not going to be able to figure out, you know, how I'm going to be. You know, they've already blocked lots of comments. Yeah, I mean, see, that was another thing. You know, they've started blocking comments. YouTube started doing the demonetization. We can try to save YouTube. We are going to save YouTube. YouTube isn't going to go anywhere, but in the meantime, we need to stay strong. We need to find ways to communicate. And this is why I'm saying, please sign up to my mailing list. The mailing list link is here. I keep posting it. Will a VPN work? A VPN will work, but YouTube will know that I'm a content creator and where I'm based. I'd actually run my computer on a VPN anyway. I run VPNs on my phone and everything. But I'm just, I don't know. You know, for now, probably do some research. Lol. YouTube has already been saved. Article 13 won't do anything. That's not actually correct. But then again, there's grey areas. Like, they don't really know. It's so confusing. It's probably more confusing than bloody Brexit, because there's no clear definition of who it's going to impact. How easy to set up a VPN? Very easy. You can download a VPN app from the App Store and just click turn it on, and it makes, you know, it turns it on for you. Their reason is to stop piracy, but it affects so much more. Absolutely. What link? The link for my mailing list is this link. I keep posting it. Let me see if I can actually pin this. No. Okay, so it's there. Like, that's my mailing list link. Old people voting on stuff they don't understand. Absolutely. It's terrible. You have people in power who are just voting for stuff that they don't know. And this is the worry, you know. This is one of the things where you've got people who are just greedy moguls who, what they want, I'm guessing, is they want you to pay for a supreme license to use facilities like YouTube. They tried to do it with net neutrality in America. Now they're just disguising it in different names over here in the EU. It's just terrible. But how can I know that somebody website has content? Well, it's because it's hosted on a party. So YouTube is a third party. So YouTube, and then the end user. So using third-party services like YouTube, you're going to be going through their exposure, if you like. In terms of if you have your own website and your own videos on there, then you own that website. So you would have to the license to law would stop with you. So rather than, what YouTube have to do is stop everyone uploading and then check every single video to make sure that it's got no, you know, unlicensed imaging in it. Well, you'd be responsible for that on your own site. Basically, is that the idea? So it's going to be difficult. I guess they are trying to stop fan art too. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe, probably, yeah. A VPN will work. Anyway, I'm about to do some creative work. If you think Article 13 is still bad, you are being brainwashed. Peace. Right, thanks. USA, Aussie, Japanese doesn't matter. This issue is global. It is global. It sucks. I was planning on becoming a YouTuber. This law makes it impossible. Look, it doesn't make it impossible. YouTube isn't going anywhere. I want to make sure that you know, everyone's aware of that. The problem with it is the type of content that one will be able to upload is going to be very restricted, and we're going to have a huge blockade of how do you monitor an entire, like, YouTube has 1,300,000,000 active users. That's a lot of people. So how do you monitor all of that content to make sure that none of it is licensed? You know, most of it is licensed. YouTube isn't going to make upload filters with the actual research of AI speech detect. You're going to be labeled at some point with advocating for privacy and being against copyright. Absolutely. YouTube is staying here. No more reaction videos. No, I love the coins that came from. See, like that's the thing. Like reaction channels, like review channels. What about, look, put it this way, okay? What if you're doing a review of, or unboxing review, right? Unboxing therapy. I love watching the guy, but what is he really going to pay Apple a license to use their products in his video? Like, where does that come in? Like, it's so sketchy. There is no clear outline on it. It's going to affect everything from brand deals to news channels to react channels. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So again, guys, I'm going to just post my mailing list and Patreon links in the chat so you guys can go on there, check that out. Please subscribe to my mailing list. I urge everybody to do it, because when you subscribe to my mailing list, you actually get access to every email I send out. Try to remember, folks, Article 13 is just a framework for legislation in individual countries. We don't know the actual law will look like yet. Kevin is absolutely right. So the Chapman family here, if you guys don't know who they are, they're awesome good friends of mine, so go give me some love. Kevin is absolutely right. Look, the article 13, like I said, it's a framework. They haven't written it up yet. We don't know what the law is going to look like. And also, you know, we don't know if it can, look, it might get revoked, you know, that's another thing. But right now, I think we need to be looking to make sure that we are supporting the creators that we like on all of their other platforms, so that we get access to them. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to go to all, like, Pete McKinnon, Casey Neistat, all the guys that I watch. I'm going to go to their websites, sign up to their mailing lists, and sign up to all the other social media platforms they've got, to see if I've got, you know, so I don't miss out on access to those things if it comes to that, because you've got to be prepared. Like I said, guys, Patreon and my mailing list are going to be the two biggest ways that you guys are going to be able to stay in contact with me and get my content if something goes pear-shaped with this. Sorry, guys, it's deadly if you are also autist and you're speaking German. We invite you. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's exactly right. We can always move to Canada. Me and Kevin have this conversation on Twitter. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter and see the crazy stuff that I talk to with other YouTube buddies, check me out on Twitter. I'll follow you right back. I follow every single person that follows me. So I am TheAspieWorld on Twitter, so you can follow me on there. And also, guys, while we're at it, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I follow every single person back on Instagram. So yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do it. I'm the Aspie World on Instagram. You guys can follow me on there, and I'll follow you right back. And I'll do it right now live, or we're talking on a live chat. How about that? The Chapman family kind of is a hellhole for people who are not neurotypical and are living in it. Absolutely. I found that out that Canada and Australia are terrible for people on the spectrum to live. So yeah, that may not work, but I don't know. I do like Canada. Canada's a lovely, lovely place. But yeah, maybe they've got the support. They have support issues with people on the spectrum. Germany is in the EU. Absolutely, man. Jacksepticeye is going to be so pissed. Yeah, absolutely. Look, this is another thing. I'm moving to England. England is still in the EU. Where will you upload your videos if this happens? There's nowhere really that isn't going to be affected. My videos will be on a private server. This is why I'm saying to sign up to Patreon on the mailing list, because YouTube currently is the way I monetize it, so I have the affordability, I have the money to make videos and upload them to YouTube. But if YouTube dies, in the future, and it's the worst, then sign up to my mailing list. Then you'll get emails of exactly how my videos are going to be on the internet, so you can watch them. And then Patreon, you can support me on there for like as little as $1 a month, and that will help pay for the creation of all these videos. I know it's crazy, but until we can get big advertisers on board, that's basically how it's going to be. Look, it's crazy. This is why I'm doing this video, to ask if you guys can just be awesome, and like I want to connect to you guys as well. So again, this is another reason why I'm saying to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, so that I follow you right back, and that we don't miss each other in the process, because I'm uploading content on all these platforms as well. It's going to affect every social media platform. I'm not sure if LinkedIn is going to be the same. LinkedIn doesn't have the same type of license as the other ones do, but I do upload on LinkedIn as well, so you can find the Aspie World on LinkedIn. We have a page on there we upload videos on as well, in like a year or less. If they take YouTube down, we will take them down. Look, YouTube won't go anywhere, but the access will be restricted unless you pay high top dollar for it. That's what I'm guessing may happen. It'll probably die. It can't die because it's too big. Are we able to listen to music online? Yes, because the music producers have a license. Andrew Whip, thank you so much for the super chat of 79p. That's awesome. Thank you. Please, guys, I've created a graphic to be posted on Instagram stories. Check my screenshot and repost the stories, guys, on Instagram. Jonathan, can you follow me on Instagram, because I can't do it through my computer. If you follow me on Instagram and then tag me or send the story to me, then I will repost it on my Instagram page, because I'd love to see that. Most music covers will be like, yeah, so if you do music covers on the internet, you're going to be absolutely mauled by it, because it's going to impact you, because you won't have a license for that. People are going to be inventive and find solutions. Absolutely. Well, this is exactly what we're trying to do right now, is find solutions using the mailing list and my Patreon around it. It is crazy mess, this Article 13, but the connecting with your favorite creators by other means is a way to go. Absolutely, guys. So again, there's the main two is sign up to my mailing list and Patreon if you can afford Patreon. Those links are there. Mailing list is a definite. Patreon, please check out. And if you can support through there, that would be the best thing ever. But go and follow me on the other social media platforms, because I'm also making content on there as well. And, I don't know how long it's going to last on those. If it goes pear-shaped right now, it's okay, because nothing crazy has happened. But in terms of where it's going to go, like Kevin was saying, like, we don't really know where it's going to go, and we don't really know if it's going to be bad or not. So what we've got to do is hope for the best. Like, hopefully it's not going to go crazy, but we'll prepare for the worst in that case. I have a VPN. I do use VPNs every day. And also it's the type of content. So what I'm guessing is going to happen is you're going to have like guidelines to follow, and like you're gonna have guidelines to follow, but not just guidelines. You're gonna have like regulations to follow through Article 13, which is going to help the YouTube creator navigate his way through the upload process. So it's like what words not to use, what's controversial words to use. Don't film kids, because that's getting your content demonetized for the comments. Don't put words like suicide or whatever into the video title. Okay, I don't know where you would, but maybe you're doing an awareness video, but you can't do that because it's a buzzword. There's a list of buzzwords. So I'm guessing this is going to add another list, like don't add in the BBC stuff, don't add in Fox News, or don't add Disney or whatever. Don't add those licensed stuff to your videos, because that's going to get demonetized. So this is what I'm guessing is going to happen. Yes. Also mentioned following on Snapchat. Yeah, I have Snapchat as well, guys. I actually have every single social media platform you can think of. I have absolutely everything: TikTok, Tumblr, LinkedIn, YouNow, Vero, Periscope, Instagram TV, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Quora, Patreon, Discord, Live.me, Meet.me. You can get me on every single social media platform going. So make sure you go there and absolutely kill news aggregators. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Sorry. I wonder if the creators have a license for music. I don't know. Again, it's all up in the air. This is why we need to have this discussion. And I feel like we need to bring this to a greater discussion. I think it needs to go to our parliament members. I think we need to bring this to a political board game. I don't think that we can survive just protesting on the internet. We have to take it politically, which I will be doing. I was speaking to my member of parliament, who I actually work very close with, the Labour Party here in Wales. I've paid for a VPN, but won't complacent and think it is bulletproof. No, I know. This chat is nowhere near as fast as the live chat on Jacksepticeye's charity streams. Well, no, he probably has a lot more people in them just trying to talk, and it just like zooms past because he's got millions or whatever. Article 11 is the link tax. What is the link tax? Just looked at this. When we leave the EU, will it still count? I don't know, to be honest with you. It won't count for the creators uploading if we're not in the EU, but it will definitely account for the fans that are remaining in the EU that watch your content. Because if you actually live in a country in the EU and you watch content, then they're going to want to know what content you're watching and does that content have a license, just like they do right now in America. Some of the websites that I tried to access in America, news websites, local news websites in America, I can't have access to anymore because the GDPR the legislation that came in, like that stopped it. Can't log in Patreon. You can't get to the Patreon. You should be able to. Patreon.com/TheAspieWorld. You should be able to. This is the Patreon link. Let me have a look, see if it's down or not. No, Patreon's up. Yeah, you can definitely get on there. Yeah, Patreon's on there right now. So again, guys, this is what's going to happen. The link tax basically prevents sharing copyright content on social media, news articles, or Facebook, for example. Facebook would have to pay to display them. What? You couldn't share news articles? Ouch, man. This is crazy. So this is, again, I guess, let's think about this for a second. This is what I've been thinking about for a while, since I've been learning about Article 13. I want to create super native content, and I feel like I create native content anyway, but the way around it, in a way, is to create very native content. So if you create content that you own every creative aspect of it, then maybe that's a way around it, you know? Don't share news articles. Make your own news articles up. Like, be a journalist. Not like make them up. I mean, like, create articles on world affairs. Yeah, this is garbage. We need a petition. We do need a petition. Somebody must have a petition somewhere. How do we not have a petition for this? Can somebody please tell me how we not have a petition for this? I don't know why, but we don't have a petition for it, and it's crazy. It's a headache, and it's a headache navigating through it, because right now so many people don't know what Article 13 is, and it's not really explained very well. It's quite up in the air. I had a friend of mine, a YouTuber, reached out. There was a petition. It was ignored. Oof. Look, I had a friend of mine who's a YouTuber called Emma McGann. She's a YouNow and YouTuber, and she reached out to me yesterday saying that I want to contribute towards an article she's writing for the BBC on the Article 13. And I was like, you know, I would love to contribute towards it, but I don't know how it's going to affect me. Like, what's the consequence? There was a petition signed with over 5 million people. Jeez. They ignored your voice. Stand up for yourself. Absolutely. This is crazy. Maybe we need to, like, I don't know, man. Like, it is crazy. Because, I mean, think about it. Like, Philip DeFranco going to do? And I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. What the heck? Somebody's trying to phone me on Instagram whilst I'm Kevin, that is just the most outrageous picture I've ever seen. That's just, how many different pairs of glasses do you need? Yeah, like, what on earth? Oh, okay, cool. Thanks. Thank you for that. Right, I'm going to share this. I'm going to add this to my stories if I can. Okay, cool. Right. So let's get back to it. I'm loving reading your comments, guys, by the way. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, go do it right now. I will follow you right back live, because that's what I'm all about. None of that. Cheers. None of that. I don't follow people malarkey. So this is me. This is the Aspie World on Instagram, and the same on Twitter if you want to get me on Twitter. Uploading content weekly on there as well. So my weekly videos go onto those platforms as well natively, as in, like, you know, you don't have to have a YouTube account to watch them. You can have Twitter or Instagram. So yeah, and Instagram TV as well, which is basically the same as Instagram. So if you follow me, I will follow you right back. Right. Let's get through this. A petition won't work anymore because they already declined. Yeah, exactly what somebody else was saying. The petition in the EU revoked Article 50 yesterday. 6 million signatures ongoing on the website. Keep sharing. Dan, you might want to compress your mic next time. Barely hear you. Should be between 12 and 6 decibels. Guys, if my audio is poor, let me know. It shouldn't be. I've got this thing, like, racked up crazy high. Brexit means that the UK will fortunately be safe from the sinister Article 13. Yes, but that doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean. Yes for creators, but no for the fans. You still want to try and watch creators who are in the EU, or fans from the EU watching your content. It's going to be a big issue. So I am. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting rid of some trolls. Audio is great. I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you. Live in the USA. It still doesn't matter. Article 13 is going to impact everybody who accesses content online. This is This is it. This is what we're trying to talk about. Like, it's not just like content creators in the EU or fans in the EU. It's gonna affect every single person who has access to content on the internet, who actually actively engages with content on the internet and digests that content, because that's what it is. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to restrict access. But again, Kevin said this brilliantly from the Chapman family. He said that, you hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And I'm going to say it again. Hold on. The legislation passed while the UK was still in the EU. It therefore becomes UK law. The only way to reverse that is to pass new legislation in the UK to overturn it. Brexit has no impact on this. Brilliantly said, Kevin. Absolutely. And the way it looks, I don't think we're going to get a bloody Brexit anyway. Not like I think it was a good idea, but the whole thing's just a matter. Can we just take a few moments to realize how absolutely poo-canned we are? Like let's just appreciate this moment right now. That like, what is going on? In other news, though, good news, I got some Apple AirPods today. That was kind of cool. The new ones. There you go. Just thought I'd try and spice this up a bit. Oh, and I also got a new Chewy Gem package. I got it in there. This is cool. It's like a smooth triangular chewable bracelet. Kevin, if you don't already, try and get some of these for Andy. He might really like them. Reach out to them. They're really cool. They kind of just sent them for free, so definitely reach out to them. Andy would love these. You just chew on them. It's so good. When I'm stressed off my face, I just chew on these things. Ugh. If you guys want yourself a Chewy Gem, there's a link in the description below, and I think there's some money off as well with it if you go check it out. Anyway, Article 13, Farticle 13. Oh, just what a nightmare. But at the end of the day, guys, Chewy Gem are great. They sent Andy a little care package the other day. See? There you go. Yeah, Chewy Gem are awesome. Invisible Eye, Katie, she actually works with them. She reaches out and contacts me and sends me little packages every now and then. It's really nice of her. Lovely jubbly. What was I going to say? Article 13, yeah, just... Look, again, I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where it actually is going to kill the internet. I don't think it will, because that's drastic, but like we have to prepare for it again. And I'm going to keep putting these links in there, the mailing list and Patreon. Okay, so Melanie Palmer said, "Thank you for the super chat. That's amazing. That really warms my heart. Thank you so much. You're a superhero. I wonder if and how we could take advantage instead of simply working to withstand disaster. Native content. What else can we do? Diolch, man. Well, native content. No, diolch about the problem, croeso. Look, for a start, you can monetize your content privately through things like Patreon or GoFundMe, or there's another one as well. I think there's another funding, crowdsourcing funding page. That's one way to do it. So fans can pay the creators directly, like a monthly thing, like $2 or $3 a month or whatever. Like I do with Patreon, and then you can upload the content to your own private server on a VPN. Excuse me, sorry guys. And then, oh god, 1 second. And then with that, you can actually have native content created specifically for that platform that you made. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much, Anthony. God, that super chat, that again, it warms my heart. It really does, and it warms my merchandise, baby. Now, this is a shameful self-promotion. Like, shameful. Anyway, this is self-promotion. This is my new merch. Keep being awesome. It actually is also on the hat I'm wearing. You can buy both of these pieces on theaspieworld.com or in the Teaserly link, the Teespring link, which is just underneath my video. On YouTube here, there's like a little merch thing, so you can definitely check that out. That'll be super awesome. Oh man, have we frozen? Come on, stream. Come on. No one is immune. No one will go unaffected. This is a good one. Yeah, woo, love seeing the super chats. Yeah, man. Jane, I'm allergic to peanuts. It's really bizarre. Hi, Ash. We need to prepare for an article, but fight it. Absolutely. Like, we do need to prepare for it. Again, guys, the most important thing you guys can do is sign up to my mailing list. What about those who can't afford to pay creators directly? Well, what's going to happen, I guess, is that the creators will then be able to independently talk to advertisers to advertise on the videos that they host on their own private platforms. Again, guys, my mailing list and the Patreon page, it would be amazing if you could support me on those. Definitely sign up to the mailing list. But a VPN, your stream is frozen. Why is it frozen? Stop. Oh no. Why is my stream frozen? I don't know what's going on. Can anybody see me? Let me know if you guys can see my stream right now. I feel like I'm being frozen forever. Can you guys see me? Is this working? It's still coming back, Aspie World. Yes, it's working. Okay. Okay. Right. I can see it. Okay. All right. Okay. For some reason, it's frozen for me on my end. I don't know why that is. But if people can't afford to pay like monthly from their for their favorite creator, what I would say is that you can support your creator by buying the merch, and the creator will be able to then meet with specific advertisers to advertise, to monetize their content, to make sure they can actually create that content. Did that mean that you have to stop YouTube live videos and offline videos? No, not exactly, but it will impact it. After I explain anger and stress. Where am I? Not frozen, just fine. Audio is low. Okay, thank you. You were frozen, but it reloaded. But I reloaded and it's okay now. Okay, thank you. Okay, so maybe it's just kind of like still frozen for me because I haven't reloaded the page because I'm reading all your lovely chats in this chat box right now. Guys, I just wanted to say it's World Autism Awareness Week next week, and what I'm doing is I am actually going to be uploading a cool video on World Autism Awareness Day. I'm going to try and upload a video every single day of World Autism Awareness Week, showing you guys about my daily life and daily struggles. But I'm also going to raise money for the National Autistic Society. So I've made a T-shirt, which is this link here. 100% of the profits of this T-shirt go to the National Autistic Society. Here again, so 100% of the profits go to the National Autistic Society. It's awesome. It says Autism Superhero World Autism Awareness Week 2019. Awesome. I'm super pumped about it. Yeah. Anyway, so getting back to Article 13, my honest opinion on it, I don't know how it's going to impact my career, my creative content, but we will not let this stop the fans and you guys, my followers, everybody who follows my content. It's not gonna impact us in a way because we're gonna find a way around it. Okay, so don't worry about that. I'm actually going to be creating content through Patreon as well from now on, to start monetizing it through Patreon, so that like if YouTube does, the worst happens here, we have a backup. And also, let me have a look. If you guys want to sign up to my mailing list on my Patreon, I'm going to put those links in there again. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm spamming you guys, but it's important. It's important that you sign up to the mailing list, because if you don't sign up to the mailing list, you're not going to have access to the alerts, like when I'm going to tell you guys, oh, my new video is out and here it is, because overnight something could change and I'll have no way of contacting you guys to tell you, oh, look, you can't digest my content here, etc., etc. So in order to make sure we get around this, please make sure to sign up to my mailing list. The link is in the chat. I'm going to do that again. I'm not sure when this is going to happen. Again, Rachel, we don't know. It could take a while. I have no idea. It's so difficult because it's so musky. There's no real definition on it. I have no idea who's in charge of it's really shrouded in mystery. I tried to work out a lot of it today. I went onto the EU's page and I tried to read a lot of it, but it's all just mumbled up and it's a bit crazy and it's kind of all a bit all over the place. So Discord chat server, come and check us out. Definitely, we have a Discord chat server. We also have a Reddit subreddit, and we also have a Facebook fan page. So go check those out for support and meeting like-minded awesome people like yourselves. Guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, I'll follow you right back right now. It's just at TheAspieWorld. I'm on there right now, following you guys back because I'm super, super awesome like that. And if you want to get me on Twitter as well, I'll follow you right back on Twitter. The same goes for Snapchat, actually. I'm on Snapchat as well, at TheAspieWorld, and you can get me on there. Let me show you guys just so you can see. This is me on Snapchat. So, where are we with Article 13? Do you know, to be totally honest with you, I don't actually know. And this is something that I said when I was asked to be in this article. Don't freak out. It's all good. Nobody is going to... hey, sorry that I unsubscribed. I have resubscribed. No worries, it's fine. Thank you for resubscribing. When can I find this Article 13 information? You can Google Article 13 European Union, and if you're in a European country, it should be all over the news. This is huge news everywhere. I'm so stressed. How can I calm down? Look, nobody needs to stress. Okay, just look. This is what the best thing you can do is sign up to my mailing list, which is this link I'm putting right now. Sign up to that mailing list link, and then you'll get every information about all my videos and where to watch them. Okay, so don't worry about anything. I'm just telling you that Article 13 is this thing that's definitely going to be coming into play. What about TikTok? I'm on TikTok as well. Follow me on TikTok. I'll follow you right back. It's not called Musical.ly anymore. It's called TikTok. I actually have a few TikToks up right now. It's cool. I'm loving it. Check it out. TikTok. That's me at TheAspieWorld on TikTok as well. Just started putting content up on there. Loving it, actually. It's good. It's good fun. Good luck with the NAS funding. Thank you. I've already sold the NAS thing. I've sold 4 t-shirts and I've put 30 up there. So I've sold 5 and I've put 30 up there. So we only got 25 to go to reach the target there, which is going to be quite interesting. But yeah, in terms of in terms of World Autism Awareness Week, it's going to be really fun to put the content out. But where are we? I've lost the chat, guys. I've lost the chat. What is Discord? Would Article 13 affect the US? Yes, indeed, Creator Kid. Basically, the way it will affect the US is that if you have fans in the UK or in the EU, they won't be able to access the content in the US because of the way that it will interact with this legislation. And the same way as if you are a US creator, fans in the EU wouldn't be able to access the US creators' content, which if you're the creator, because, again, these legislations. Talk about Article 13. We're talking about it right now. Where are we? No one is safe. No, so Article 13 is a big thing. It's going to affect every single person who accesses content creators online. It's not just YouTube. It's going to be Facebook, everything. What's your TikTok name? I missed it. It's at TheAspieWorld. Same as my YouTube name. It's like this. Hold on, guys. Let me hold that up for you. So it's TikTok. It's just at TheAspieWorld. Do you have any advice for anyone who would be struggling with a can upload in terms of Article 13, Article 11 law? How can content creators in Europe have a chance to fight these? Look, the bypass is create content on your own platform, make videos, put them as native videos on your own server. I'm sure there's going to be some kind of server app going to be available very, very soon because of this, and you could then share them through things like your mailing list and Patreon. So I would definitely say, so for me right now, make sure to sign up to my mailing list right now, and if you can, sign up to the Patreon, because that's where I'm going to try and release all the content from now on our own platform. How can we do that then? I would say it's creating your own website to host your own videos on. I'm thinking like Vimeo may be able, maybe a server where you'd be able to do that and host those content platforms. Look, it's an interesting one. I subscribe to the mailing list. Thank you so much, everybody who's subscribing to the mailing list. Thank you so much, you guys. It means the world to me that you guys want to support this content. Definitely check out. Will Brexit stop this? No, absolutely not. Kevin Chapman from the Chapman family was just talking about this. It's the law whilst we're in the EU, so it will remain a UK law when we leave the EU. But this won't. This will have to be revoked if we'd have to pass a new law to get rid of it, if that makes some sense. Now I hate living in Europe. But everywhere will be affected by it. It's not just Europe. It's a European legislation that's going to affect everybody, because it's European creators and European fans that will be affected by it. And, so there's US creators that have mainly UK or EU fans. Sorry, so US creators have European fans. All those fans will have issues accessing the US creators' content, and vice versa. EU content creators and US fans will have issues getting that content linked together. In the catastrophic sense, that there may be a different way around it. They may actually figure, again, this is why it's so patchy. It's muddy water. Nobody really knows what's going on. We're all walking around in circles at the moment. It may differ. It may be different from this, because they may change how it interacts. I don't know. The thing about it is, it's so bloody brand new and scary, because nobody knows what's going on, we're all in the dark at the moment. The only people that really know what's going on are the people in the EU, but they haven't really made up the laws yet. You can even go and look at it, and it doesn't actually have much information on there. Asian creators like East Asia YouTubers will be in China. EU is out of control. It is out of control. It's kind of like Brexit, total rubbish. Is it kind of like Brexit? No, it's not near. It is not rubbish. Brexit is rubbish, but it's still a thing that's going to impact everybody's lives. It's going to impact the internet in a big way, because it's not just YouTube, right? It's all of the platforms that you access content on that's created in the EU or accessed by people living in the EU. So I don't know how it's going to be. The video this Thursday is about how to keep an active mind busy, an ADHD in adults video. Can't a VPN bypass it? Yes, indeed, a VPN will bypass it. But there's all kinds of crazy stuff that's going on, and I don't know. They're trying to. The idea is that the powers that be are trying to censor the internet, right? That's the be all and end all to it. But how do you overcome that? Again, I believe we overcome that by doing things like, we need to see live streams a week. Look, I'd love to do 2 live streams a week. Lol, you pronounce of China, Donald Trump, baby. China. Oh, China. Yeah, like, I don't know. Just the whole thing just stinks. I don't know. I mean, look, just in the news now, I've got a news article for revoke Article 15 petition to cancel Brexit to be debated by MPs next week in Parliament, which is just crazy. Like 6 million people signed us. It's just, I don't know. The world's gone mad. But we can protest against it by sending letters to our MPs to say enough is enough. We want to, we want to be able to view what we want on the internet. We don't want it to be censored. That's one way to do it, and put pressure on your local members of Parliament and Congress. I mean, look, if America put pressure on Europe to like sort itself out, that might actually help as well. So sorry guys, wait a second. I'm just making sure that I'm keeping on top of adding everybody. So there's stuff that we can do. All of us can do our part by doing that. But again, in terms of getting access to your creator's content, so if you follow a certain creator and you want to see just their content and you don't want to miss out on that content, I highly recommend you find all their other social media platforms, which I'm going to link into now. Sign up to the mailing list, sign up to their other platforms, buy their merch. Like, I don't know what else you could do, but so just support that guy. So like, what I'm going to do now, I just bought Shane Dawson's merch and stuff like that, because I feel like if they stop monetizing YouTube videos for people who don't have this license, I don't know. It's just going to be difficult for content creators to make a living, to make content. Guys, these are my other social media platforms you can totally get me on as well. I do daily videos on Facebook, so if you guys don't already follow me on Facebook, go do it now. Make daily videos on Facebook. How cool is that? Go on Facebook, check me out. It's the Aspie World on Facebook as well, so you guys can check it out. I'll put a link up here. So look, there you go. So that's it, me on Facebook. Just the Aspie World on Facebook will be awesome. Thank you for returning the follow on Instagram. Anytime. I'm a Patreon now. Oh, Jolanda Staper, that's amazing. You're a hero. Every single person who signs on to Patreon, and you guys are just the best. Kevin, you're awesome. Thank you so much for that. It warms my heart. The support that you guys give me warms my heart. Like, I can't even begin. Like, this is what I love doing, these live streams, because like live streams, I get to talk to you guys. Thank you so much, Jane Stewart. That's amazing. And again, guys, if you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically like this thing where you can sign up like as little as like $3 a month to support this channel and get access to like videos and stuff, which I'm going to be uploading my videos to Patreon now first before they go on YouTube, because we don't know. Like, we're preparing for the worst here, but hoping that it doesn't get to that, because I love making content for you guys. This is like my life. I love it. And I just, I don't know. I just hopefully that it won't. But make sure, it's important that you sign up to my mailing list, guys. Very important. Because if you sign up to my mailing list, you get unfiltered access to my emails. I will email you directly saying, hey guys, this is what's going on. You know what I mean? So there it is. That's the link. It's autism. So it's bit.ly/autism_updates. That's my mailing list. The EU is an embarrassment to democracy. 5 million or more signed a petition to stop it and it was ignored. Absolutely. I mean, what on earth is going on there? Like, how... Freelance Art 101. Thank you so much, man. Will Article 13 affect TV too? I don't think so, because TV pay for licenses. Content creators don't pay for licenses. They rely on the license of the third-party platform that they're using to create and upload the content, whereas television pay for the licensing directly. That's what they do, or they have advertisements to pay for the licensing. I'm not sure the article will affect TV shows. The EU is an Orwellian nightmare. It really is, and it really is an Orwellian nightmare. I was a lover of the EU, but bad things happen because of it. It's I don't know. Is fair use will be repealed due to Article 13? Again, I'm not even sure. I, as an artist, require people coming to my page, downloading and sharing my music. How do I get myself out there? I guess you'd have to give a copyright license out with every single download. So when somebody downloads your content, you give them access to you give them a legal document that says like you're allowed to use this, so that when they do upload the content to their platforms, then they show that they have a license for that. That's basically what that is. But you know what you're supposed to do if you're going to talk about a news article on Fox News and show like a snippet. Well, you're going to have to phone Fox News up and say, "Oh, can I borrow this piece of footage?" And imagine the millions of people who upload content. It's just never going to happen. And it's a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to lie. It's a bit of an unsettling nightmare as well. And yeah, I'm not like scared, but I'm like a bit worried. I don't know what's going to happen. But again, guys, I'm going to be making content on all my social media platforms. So my content is going to go out to all of them. So make sure you follow me on all the social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. And in terms of stay in contact with me and stay in contact with the Aspie World and making sure that we have that communication back and forth, I would say that sign up to my mailing list as a must. And if you can, sign up to Patreon, because that's where the videos are going to be released. And also the podcast gets released on Patreon first as well, which is like, I love my Patreons and that's why I love them. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, man. And this is the thing. Like, YouTube and the internet making content has made access for people like myself to be able to create content that helps other people, changes lives. Guys, look, I actually have a stack of letters. Look, let me show you. I gotta show you this stuff. Look, this is a stack of letters and thank you notes and cards that I get sent from people because of like how I changed their life, how like they've look, all of these, like, and like drawings from people, like just thank you for like changing my life. Thank you for all the hard work and not only that, I got this huge like plaque from the National Autistic Society saying, from Mark Lever, the CEO or whatever, saying like, thank you so much, dear Dan, thanks for all the hard work. Things like that like touches my heart. I'm just like this is why I make content for the internet, right? It's you guys. This is you. This is all you. Like this is all of you. And like I wouldn't like I don't know. I wouldn't do it if I don't believe in it so much. And this is why the Article 13 thing really kind of affects me. And like, I don't know, guys. I just want to make sure. So please, I beg you, please make sure to sign up to my mailing list so that you guys do get updates from me. Otherwise, I'm going to miss this, man. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the kind words. That plaque. Yeah, the plaque's cool, isn't it? Like, it was really nice, though. When did you start YouTube, Dan? I started YouTube in 2013. I'm panicking. I'm going to cry because YouTubers that care for us are going to leave us behind. Well, no, they're not. Like, this is the thing. I don't want to leave anybody behind. So make sure to sign up to my mailing list. And if you can, sign up and support on Patreon, because that's going to be the way we're going to beat this. We're not going to rely on people like YouTube and, to make sure that we can get content out there. It's going to be more, let's be self-sufficient. Let's take TheAspieWorld.com is going to be where the videos are going to be released. The Aspie World mailing list is going to be the notification that you get on your phone to say, hey, this is a new video. And another thing, guys, I'm actually thinking about making an app, so I can release my videos through an app that you guys can see. So make sure to sign up to my mailing list. It's so important. I'm going to keep spamming that link because it's so important that everybody signs up to it. The one that says mailing list, click on it, put your email address and name in. It's super important. I can't stress how important it is. Please keep chat English so moderators and Dan can understand it. Yes, please, guys, please. National Autistic Society, fantastic, and I'm on my way to getting an assessment. That's awesome. That's awesome. FBI enters Dan's house and steals his huge can. What? This thing? Look at the size. And I've never seen my face so big other than in a mirror. That was a silly thing to say, wasn't it? But like, you know, I don't know, man. Again, look, guys, like the letters and the thank you notes and the drawings and this stuff just like you can't just make this stuff up. I love it, man. I love it. Warms my heart. Oh, so this is why it's important that we stick together, guys. We need to stick together stronger than ever and be the biggest fam on the internet. Look, we're getting really close to 100,000 subscribers here on YouTube. What we are? We're at 80,635 as of this moment right now. It's crazy. Look at us. We're just like taking on the world. It's been crazy good. So I urge you, sign up to that mailing list. Don't let it rely on people who are not going to take care of us to take care of us. Let's take care of ourselves. I'm with you guys on this. What's the thing you showed your photo on? It's a plaque. It's a big thank you note from Mark Lever, the guy who is the CEO of National Autistic Society, which is a charity that helps autistic people. It's awesome. So guys, yeah, it's been unreal, guys. So thank you so much for joining me in this live debate, this live chat, whatever it was. I don't know. I think we've gained from this. I think we've become like better, tighter, stronger. The fam is growing, and you guys are amazing. So, guys, without further ado, have a lovely evening, and make sure to sign up to my mailing list. There's a link again, and Patreon if you can. Don't worry if you can't. It's just if you can, it'd be amazing. And we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it some way or other. And yeah, it's just going to be awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. And I'll see you see you tomorrow for a video. I'll see you on Thursday for another video. See you on Friday for another video. And I'll see you on Saturday for another video, because that's how we roll. Peace.